Yes, it is time. Welcome to Emotional Mojo. I'm Michelle Yarn, along with National Certified Counselor Jada Jackson. Targitis has the day off, but we have a very special guest host today. This is life architect Jason Goldberg, and we're going to get into that in just a little bit and what that means. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to jump right into the Change Your Life Challenge.
Okay, and today's challenge is about letting go. Letting go of your fears and reservations and taking the leap of faith like this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this is just a fling. But if you get on that plane and you go to Cincinnati or Tanzania or wherever you're going, you'll never know if it could have been something more.
In the movie Along Came Polly, Ruben convinces Polly that the only way to figure out if they're right for each other is for her to take a leap of faith and give it a shot. Whether it's in a relationship, switching careers, or even something as simple as letting someone else make the dinner plans, we're challenging you to take a chance and take that running leap of faith.
Woo!
Yes.
That can be scary, right?
It's terrifying. It's the most terrifying thing that I personally have ever done.
And how did you do it? You did it in work, right?
I did it with my career because, again, for 10 years I was a supermodel, and that was easy. It was what I did, and it was simple. And then when I retired, I went, oh my goodness, do I need to reinvent myself in the world of fashion, or do I go with my plan B? Because I did have a plan B, but making that transition was tough.
Yeah, it can be very tough. A lot of times, especially if you're in a certain career for a long time, you identify yourself with that career. So if you take that part away from you, what's left?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Really hard,
And it's really terrifying. So the question is, how do you know when to take a leap of faith?
Good question.
Here you have it. When you feel stuck, and when I say stuck, I mean, do you feel like you're at a dead end? I knew that my career was at that time.
Okay.
It was at that moment to move on. And then when you've weighed all of the options.
So you do the pros and cons with this. You're not just like blindly
just jumping off the cliff.
Right.
No,
and you've guided people in careers to take this leap
absolutely.
too, right?
And the biggest thing is usually a mindset thing, right? It's not usually a skill set thing. It's just the belief that they can overcome these fears and all these, the procrastination and the fear of judgment and the vulnerability to actually take that next step.
Absolutely. And I think that that's very important. And then finally, what steps do you do to take that leap? I always say, write out specifically what you want.
Okay.
What are you willing to sacrifice?
And that could be anything from time to money, right?
Time, money. Check your ego at the door, which was a really big one for me. It was like, listen, you're transitioning because, like you said, my career became a big part of me.
Yeah.
So it was checking my ego at the door, and then write a plan of action today. Like, that's the challenge to do today. Write a plan of action. What do you want to see happen, and put it on paper.
Ooh, you guys can do it. That's your challenge,
That's
okay?
the challenge.
You've got 56 minutes in the show, so we're challenging you to get that list written out before the show is over.